Alright, for my presentation, I chose to look at technology and language and how it affects language and grammar with a speaker or a writer and their voice. So, the story of my search, I chose to look at how technology affects the way that we speak and write. I wanted to know more about this because almost everyone has a smartphone, and language has definitely been affected by it, whether you have a smartphone or someone you know has one, because I know some people don't have smartphones, and they just have regular old flip phones, but language has definitely been affected by smartphones and just everything that they can offer. And whether it's how we text or how we speak to each other through these various forms of technology, language will always be effective. I wanted to know more about technology and how it has affected how we write formally, and more especially like academic writing. Since we are in college, we have to write a lot of academic papers, and it can be hard sometimes, especially when we're so used to texting all the time or using just other forms of communication through social media, not just always in person or on a phone call. And language has shifted since the start of smartphones, and almost as if it's a new language of its own, which it totally is, and we don't even realize it, that we've created so many new terms, and like, for example, the language that we text with, it's very different from the language that we would use to write a paper for college. Just less formal, and it's more, I guess you could say, short, and because we use a lot of abbreviations and shortcuts. And for my search, I kind of just started off with a very basic search and started by asking the question, how does technology affect language? But I realized with this question, most of the results that popped up were just about language learning and how technology either helps that or hinders that, and it just didn't really fit with what I was specifically looking for. So I kind of narrowed down my search to how has technology affect the way we write or how we write, since part of my broad topic is focusing on writers. And so this search actually led to some great information, which mainly focused on academic writing, which is why I got interested in looking at that, especially since we have to write a lot of papers. What I learned is that texting language obviously has led to tons of abbreviations, and we don't even always realize this, but it does affect how we communicate with each other, especially when you can't make that switch from texting language to normal language. Although it does improve writing skills, many have improved their research, which is obviously great because you can have more research and information right at your fingertips, because we do have access to almost everything out there on the internet, which is a great tool. It has led to shortcuts and plagiarism in work, which is a very negative light. And also, students are too reliant on technology to do their job for them, and the quality and clarity of work has just fallen down. This was a very interesting experience because I've never done just a search like this. And it was a little different than normal research, but I really enjoyed it. And I learned lots of new things about technology and academic writing, ones that I didn't even realize. Like, we don't write as well because of our short attention span because of technology. But this has been a great experience, and I've just really loved learning more about this. And that's the end. So thank you.